What if I told you that there is a sea creature that eats sunlight? It's not a coral, it's not a plant, it's a sea slug. Well, meet the leaf sheep sea slug, a tiny creature that has a superpower. It has the ability to photosynthesize, and almost no other animals on the planet have this capability. I'm Ned, this is The Curious Current, and let's dive in to learn more. The leaf sheep's favorite food is algae, soft green strands swaying in the shallows. But unlike other grazers, the leaf sheep doesn't just eat algae and move on. Instead, it performs a little act of biological piracy. Inside every algal cell are chloroplasts, the tiny green factories that capture sunlight and turn it into energy. Most animals that eat algae digest them away. The leaf sheep, it steals them. It carefully extracts those chloroplasts and stores them inside its own body, tucking them into the leafy fronds along its back. We'll talk more about those in a second. But this process is called kleptoplasty, literally stealing plastids. Imagine ripping the solar panels off your neighbor's roof and wiring them into your own house, and then they just keep working. That's what the leaf sheep does. Those chloroplasts keep photosynthesizing, capturing light, making sugars. Now for the slug instead of the algae. Scientists still debate exactly how much energy the leaf sheep gets this way. Some think it's just a survival backup, a kind of emergency ration if food runs out. Others suspect it's more significant, maybe letting the slug stretch out its meals by supplementing with sunlight. Either way, it's one of the only animals on the planet that can borrow the power of photosynthesis. It's part sheep, part plant, and completely a thief. Now, even if it didn't hijack solar power, this little creature would still be unforgettable. The leaf sheep is barely the size of a grain of rice, just a few millimeters long, or much less than an inch. But it looks like something that wandered out of an animator's sketchbook. I mean, I have been a fan of Pokemon my entire life, and this definitely looks like a Pokemon to me. It has two beady black eyes that make it look almost expressive, paired with a set of rhinophores. These are tentacle-like sensory organs that look suspiciously like sheep's ears. That's where the sheep part of the name comes in. Then there are the fronds, which we mentioned earlier. Covering its back are dozens of tiny leaf-shaped extensions called serrata. The serrata are where those stolen chloroplasts live, which is why they glow green like fresh sprouts. But they also make the slug look like a miniature plant, a little succulent with a face. The result is a creature that looks both familiar and alien. Like I said earlier, people very often compare this animal to a Pokemon because it has that whimsical, almost too cute to be real quality. And yet, there it is, crawling across the blades of seagrass, its tiny body shimmering in the sunlight as though it really were half plant. Now, here's the catch. And this being a Curious Current video, of course, there's a catch. For all its cuteness and clever biology, the leaf sheep lives a very fragile life. It makes its home in shallow coastal waters around Japan, the Philippines, and parts of Indonesia, places where seagrass beds and algae thrive. But those habitats are disappearing fast. Pollution and dredging can wipe out entire meadows of algae. Climate change is warming and acidifying these waters, stressing the very ecosystems that the leaf sheep depends on. And because the slug is so tiny, so specialized, it has almost no defenses. If the algae go, the slug goes. It's a reminder that even the ocean's smallest wonders are tied into a much bigger story. A story where protecting habitats means protecting creatures we've only just begun to understand. Now, the leaf sheep is more than an internet favorite or a living cartoon, though it is those things too. It's proof that evolution never runs out of surprises. I think that this species was just discovered in the last several decades. It's a rice-sized slug that dresses like a plant, steals solar panels, and survives on sunlight. Cute, clever, and fragile. An animal that challenges our very ideas of what it means to be alive. Thank you for watching. My name is Ned, this is The Curious Current, and if you enjoyed this video, please consider liking, subscribing, and letting me know in the comments what you'd like to learn about next. I'm always curious to learn what you're interested in. Stay curious and stay current.